Rachel. Xanthi has decided to join us here today. Hopefully she'll stay right there, if she's a good kitty, which she's not, so this may get interesting. Anyway, this is my May 2016 Killer Kit and Layout Share video for my Scraptastic kit. Oh, she's gonna knock stuff off. Stop! You annoying feline. Oh, here, hang on 1 second, guys. I'm just gonna move something so she doesn't knock it to the floor like she did 2 days ago. Okay, moving on. Here are the 8 layouts I got done. This is the first one I did. Oh, really? Come on, dude. All right. I try to be nice and let you stay, but you act like a dork. Okay. This is the first one I got done. I've found that I prefer not to tape the first layout I do because it takes me longer to do it because I have everything all brand new that I dither. I dither and dither. Do I want this or do I want that or do I want this or do I want that? I have to cut everything all fresh and new, so I end up just taking so much more time doing it that I just like to break in it off camera and then film my second one. Okay, now this photo my niece took on a crew trip, so I actually have to double check with her about the journaling before I actually do it, before I put it away. Okay, there is a video for this one about Xanthi, the annoying one. So you can check out this video if you have any interest in seeing what I did and how I did this background piece. There is not a video for this one. I did use the free stencil that comes with the kit, along with this big block of piece of paper that came from my counterfeit add-on kit that I made to go along with it. So because this blue was different than the blue that actually came in the kit, I knew I would be most likely working with this separately, but I wanted to be able to use some of the embellishments with it. So I was happy to be able to do that. It's when my Girl Scout troop went to the Coast Guard Academy. They had a lot of fun. They have a really good program there for scouts, both girl and boy. So that was fun. Okay. There was supposed to be a video for this one. I thought I hit record, but no, I did not hit record. I stood up to take a photo and went, why is my camera off? And then I'm thinking, oh, okay, well, maybe it ran out of room. It doesn't usually do that, but maybe it did. So hopefully I caught the whole thing, and I go and look, and I'm like, I never hit record. Oh, ugh. So, because I really ended up liking the way this layout turned out. This is my stepfather, and that is my niece when she was only, this was most likely New Year's Eve or New Year's Day. We had actually, my family had a family reunion over Christmas to the day before New Year's. So we, when my niece was born, so this is her first time meeting him. They have a great relationship. She calls him Uncle Jack. She's like the only one who calls him Jack. It's cute. And so it's a really cute layout. Okay, there is a video for this. Now, for those of you, I don't know, who are like me and notice odd small things, you might notice this layout looks a little bit different than in the video. I did not notice this, and actually, I don't think anyone noticed this except like one person who's like, hey, did you know your paper's upside down? And I'm like, oh no, the numbers all go all over the place. You know, some of them are upside down, some of them are upside up. And then I looked and like, oh no, she's totally right. Because even though, yes, the numbers are like this one's upside down and this one's a little wonky and stuff, by the end, somehow I managed to have it like this. So I just pulled up the whole photo block and flipped it around. And I'm like, well, that actually looks decent. So I'm just going to keep it this way. So, and as you can see in my video, I had this floral far out. So these 3 floral pieces, they looked icky to me. So I tucked this one much farther in as well. So there's that. And then this one, I don't remember if I have a video for or not. I don't think I do. But I use a lot of paper layers in this one, and my title is Smile and Be Forever Happy. So, very cute. I like that one. It's heavy. A lot of paper layers on that one. There is not a video for this one. This one's very busy. I went heavy on the smaller embellishments in this one, and actually in quite a few from my for this kit. Cute, 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 cute. Okay, so if you watch the video directly before this one, you'll note that I'm using a piece of lovely artwork that I drew in place of the photo because I haven't had the photo printed yet. I literally did this layout 15 minutes ago. So obviously it's coming on my channel a couple days after, but I did just do this layout, and so I haven't printed the photo yet. When I get this up and I load it onto the Facebook groups, you know, where I share my stuff, I will have the actual photo on there. So you will see it on there, and depending on when I actually get it, you might see it at the end of the video for this. But I'm not quite sure yet if I'm going to be able to get it printed in time for me to be able to edit it and get it scheduled for everything. Okay, so those are the 8 layouts I made. Now to my Kill Kit portion of this video. Okay, so this is what I have left of the kit. I killed this kit, most definitely. This is what I have left of paper, and I'm honestly just going to recycle it because it's mostly branding strips, and then I'm not a huge gingham fan. I managed to use the majority of it, but I'm not a huge gingham fan, as I said. I did manage to use a stencil. It's cute. I like the stencil. I don't necessarily like the way it reads horizontally, so I used it vertically. So I don't know if I'll ever use it again, I'll be totally honest. I used slightly more than half of these reading and travel themed gray and white stickers from Caitlin Schaefer. I like them. I definitely can add those to, you know, anytime I'm going to use a traveling thing. Same with this vellum plain. I just didn't do any travel themed layouts, so, you know, just that. I actually used quite a bit of this alpha. I cut the majority. Here, I can show you what I did. For those, I don't know. I'm assuming if you're watching this video, you watch the majority of my videos. So what I did for the majority of them is trim them out like that because I wasn't a fan of the varsity-esque-ness of the alphas. So, but I used quite a bit of them. I will keep them because I do like them when they're cut out, and I like the color red. I like that almost pinkish red. It's not pink in any way. It is red, but it just has, it's not a bluish red. And then I have two stamps. Yeah, these are stamps. 2 stickers left in the arrows. I like them both. This is actually, it's hilarious. This is my favorite piece. It just never worked out really with any of my layouts. I love, like, if the color worked, then the fact that there's arrows on both sides didn't work. I know I could just trim one side off, and I didn't even think about that till right now. I totally could have just trimmed one arrow off. Yeah. All right, folks, let's move on to my counterfeit kit now that I'm feeling super... Oh, I used up all the acrylics. I used up all the wood veneer. I used up all of the flare. I think that's it. I think that's all there was this time around. Yeah, okay. So now on to my counterfeit kit. Here it is. Okay. All right, I had pulled out these die cuts. I didn't use a huge ton of them, but I did use some of them. So I'll just stick them back here. There we go, where they belong. I used all of the paper besides this little bit. And once again, I'm just gonna recycle it. I used, there is one, this was a sheet it looked very much like it was like this size. I used all but the pink, so I'll actually just put that in I'll find my pink die cut folder and put that in it, and that is recycled. I used quite a few of these enamel dots. Yay! I used almost one whole sheet and then part of another, so almost half of this. This one says dance it out, so at some point I really should do a layout about how my niece and I watch Grey's Anatomy together. It's kind of our Friday afternoon ritual, and it tapes Thursday, but she's in bed, so I think I'll do that. And that's a quote from, that's not a quote, but they use the words dance it out on their show, so I should be able to use that on there. I used up this entire package of DIY Shop cork hearts. There we go. I used quite a few of both of the word/phrase stickers. I used a couple of these, but I really used up these. The only thing with this one, it says everything is going to be all right. So that sounds almost, you know, like if you're doing like a layout about overcoming something or anything like that, and I just didn't do any layouts about that. I don't think I used any of these, but I used up the rest of the Elle Studio ones, so I'm okay with that. I used quite a bit of these alphas. I have no E's. I have no N's. I have a couple R's left. I have no T's. Yeah, so my usual my usual suspects for getting stuff used up are gone. I'm super happy about what I use these up for. All I have left is and, the letter U, which I'm not a big fan of using that personally by itself, and B. So I think what I'm going to do is take these out and just put them in with my chipboard and toss the packaging. All right, that is it for me today. I will be starting on my new kit hopefully soon. There will probably be some intermingling of working with my Scraptastic kit and working with some 6x6 paper pads. A message board I belong to, we're due every summer for the past, I think 2 summers. 1 or 2 summers. We have done Summer of the 6x6, and we try to work our way through our 6x6 paper pads because we all like to buy them, and then we all go, oh, I should probably use those. So we're trying to use them up. So if you have any questions, please leave a comment below. If you could flick me a thumbs up, that would be super awesome. And if you want to subscribe, I would adore it. I am so thankful to all of you who have subscribed to my channel. It is super fun to get the likes. I understand sometimes if I get a dislike. I hope everyone has a great day, and bye!